So Romance Gardens is a third generation
Yes.
family business.
Yeah. So my brother Chris and I have taken it over from my dad, but my grandfather started it in the 1930s. And then he passed it on to my dad, and my mom was super involved. She did a lot with like HR and did all the advertising and things like that. And then I moved back from Chicago after college and didn't really think this is what I was going to do. I moved to Chicago for an internship thinking I kind of wanted to be like a Diane Sawyer, but I have more of a face for radio. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe I can't do that.
I don't know
So then
that
I was
that's
like,
true.
I know.
Look at me on
That's
YouTube.
my joke, but yeah.
Here we all are. I have dry elbows, but they still watch
You have gardening
me on YouTube.
elbows.
I have gardening elbows.
But I realized that I really missed it. I missed the industry. I missed doing it because I'd always worked there, in between school and stuff like that. And when I got back,
What did you miss? Just so I know, like, what is kind of, if you were to core that down into...
well, weirdly enough, I missed working with my dad. And I think that will come across a lot as we talk. My dad is a big part of who I am. And working with him was huge. And he stays home now more. He doesn't come in the greenhouse very much because he's got some mobility issues, but he's so smart and he's so business savvy. My grandfather was kind of the farmer, and my dad is definitely a great grower, but he was much more business savvy.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Yes.
And where do you think you fall on that?
Oh my God.
You don't have to
Sorry,
have an
dead
answer.
airspace.
Yeah, exactly.
I
You're
don't
just
know.
a blend. With each generation, we stand on the former generation's shoulders and we see further, Katie.
Yeah, I do. I think I have a happy medium. I think what I love is, and this is something we did talk about, I have a drive to have a really great retail.
Yeah.
And part of it is both with, my brother and I both talk about this. Like, we can't do everything perfectly. We can't compete with everybody. We try and have the best quality plants, and we try and have the best quality people. And we try and have it so that when people come in, we're not trying to be the cheapest, but we're trying to have the best quality. Like,
which
you
is
know
so
what I mean?
important. I think that's
it's really, really important to us to have the best thing that we can
for
get.
any business is where are we going to fit? What are we trying to do?
Yeah.
And I will say, one of the things I've noticed now that I'm addicted to buying plants, and I've moved on from purses and shoes into just collecting many, many plants in my garden. Your team is really young, really fun. It kind of feels like, not to typecast everyone because they're from all different styles and backgrounds, but it feels like a co-op. Like everyone's kind of talking and they tell me what they've done on their balcony in their apartment.
Yeah.
And then other people talk to me about what this client did.
Yeah.
And they're super chatty and social. Like you feel like you're walking into a coffee shop, really.
Yeah. And I mean, not to sound like a TED talk, but I mean, I've made so many mistakes over the years, especially early on in management, like not knowing how to train someone because I was so scared. I got thrown into managing the whole thing. Our manager quit and left, pretty suddenly. And my dad was like, there you go, run it. And I mean, I'm like, what? So
how old were you? No, you're like 52.
No, in my mid 20s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you were all of a sudden you were managing in your 20s.
Yeah. And what would happen to me was really funny is people would come in and they would ask a question and then they would say, well, where's Bill? I want to talk to Bill. That's my dad's name.
Right.
And I would be like, okay, well, he's over there, or I'd have to go get him. And it slowly but surely, I was starting to build that.
There's a lot of humility involved in that.
Yeah.
I think being able to acknowledge inheriting something while proving yourself.
Well, exactly. And then there was so many years where people would come up to me and they'd be like, we didn't know until this year that you actually are a romance. And I liked that. I didn't actually try and advertise who I was because I was trying to earn my place. And I think that's important too. And what I really love though is up front, even now to this day, we are a team. I will load cars. I will push a broom. I will do whatever. I mean, granted, my old lady back is starting to hate it, but
I did not know you were Katie Romance. until I asked you to be on this podcast, and I was like, Katie, I learned so much when I come here. You make me feel comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm like, would you talk about gardening? Because I
Yeah.
love gardening and spring
Yeah.
in Michigan.
Yeah.
And then you wrote down, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I see the name.
Yeah.
So,
I know.
oh.
It's so funny. And only
But
because
isn't that a testament to you?
maybe,
I mean,
or maybe
you
I'm an
just-
idiot and I should have been using my name the whole time.
I
but
don't
yeah.
know. I mean, there's something about just like one foot in front of the other.
Yeah, I know. But I think too that that's so cool because there's so many young people that are into plants now, especially after COVID, and so I do get a lot of really fun people that come in, and we talk about this too. Just finding the right people that really have a joy of gardening, like you, has really made my job super fun. So.